Portoferraio, the heart of the city, the might of its walls, and the echoes of an emperor's exile. When I first arrived in Portoferraio, my eyes were immediately drawn to the city's core, to that historical fabric rising above the port. I could see from a distance how its mighty walls embraced the center, and I felt that within those narrow streets lay a true story. I wanted nothing more than to immerse myself in that unique atmosphere, the history of Portoferraio, from antiquity to a Renaissance fortress. The history of Portoferraio is a fascinating tale that began long before I set foot here. The very name, Iron Port, transported me back to a time when Elba was primarily known for its rich mines. I imagined the ancient Etruscans and Romans coming here to extract precious ore and transport it across the bay. This place must have been strategically vital for centuries, always coveted by various civilizations. However, Portoferraio's true character as a fortified city was shaped in the 16th century under the rule of the powerful Cosimo I de' Medici. It was he, the Grand Duke of Tuscany, who in 1548 commissioned the construction of Cosmopoli, a fortress city designed to protect his lands from Ottoman pirates and other maritime threats. I thought of the engineers and craftsmen who built these formidable bastions, creating a masterpiece of Renaissance military architecture. These powerful fortifications, which today are among Portoferraio's most recognizable symbols, stand as a testament to Medici ingenuity and their ambition to solidify their influence in the region. For centuries, the city changed hands until, for a brief yet incredibly intense period, it fell under the dominion of Napoleon Bonaparte. A walk along the fortifications, traces of bygone eras. My walk began right there, by the port, where white ferries gently swayed on the waves. My gaze immediately went upwards, to the massive structures that towered over the city. I ascended the narrow, stone streets, and each turn revealed a new section of these Renaissance fortifications. It's a true labyrinth that lets you feel how intricately the city's defense was planned. My first destination was Forte Falcone, situated at the highest point of the city. From there, the view is breathtaking, the entire port, the sea, and even distant coastlines. Standing there, I could almost hear the echoes of the guards who, for centuries, scanned the horizon for pirate ships. It was their window to the world. Next, I went to Forte Stella, named for its original star-shaped design. There, I found an old lighthouse, which, like an eternal guardian, guided sailors. I thought of all the storms it had weathered and the ships it had safely led into port. My journey along the walls concluded at Torre della Linguella, a tower located at the very end of the headland, closing off the entrance to the bay. Once, it was the final line of defense for the port. Today, inside, it houses the National Archaeological Museum. It's incredible how such a powerful, defensive structure can hold such a delicate, historical space. Walking through the museum, examining ancient artifacts, I felt a connection to Elba's history from its earliest civilizations, from the Etruscans and Romans, for whom this place was crucial because of its iron. The walls and artifacts intertwined into a single narrative of ancient times. In the shadow of the emperor, a visit to Napoleon's museums. Yet no story of Portoferraio would be complete without a personal encounter with the spirit of Napoleon Bonaparte. Although I didn't see other parts of the city, I couldn't miss the places so deeply connected to his history of exile that I made my way to Palazzina dei Mulini, his main residence. I walked through the very rooms he inhabited. Even though many original furnishings are gone, and what I saw were faithful reconstructions, I felt his presence. In his study, at his desk, I imagined him planning, reading, or perhaps simply dreaming of his return. It was from the windows of this villa that he would have gazed at the sea, a view that must have been both a source of hope and a reminder of his confinement. Next, I visited Villa San Martino, his summer residence, located just outside the strict center but still close to Portoferraio. This was his sanctuary, a place where he sought respite from his official duties. Surrounded by greenery, this villa had a different, more intimate atmosphere. I admired the frescoes with Egyptian motifs, which recalled his grand campaigns, and felt the peace he sought in this rural setting. For me, these places, the center of Portoferraio, its impressive walls, and Napoleon's villas, form a cohesive story. They are not just buildings and exhibits, they are living testaments to history that allowed me to feel and understand the spirit of this remarkable place and person.
Ich habe nie aufgerufen. Der würde ich geben.
2 euros.